Yo, I ain't been on the live in a minute, so I figured, man, it's raining. I'm not on the road again. I said I'm gonna pull over real quick and go on the live and talk with the people about Nas and 21 Savage. You know what? Fuck up with my light. Oh, what for my lighter? Yeah, I rock with Nas and 21 Savage though on the real. Both of them, as an artist, they both dope. But I want to talk about how 21 saying Nas ain't relevant. But the media trying to hype it up, man. They're trying to hype it up for the clickbait, you know what I mean? Because right after he said that on the clubhouse, he went and said that, yo, Nas make dope ass music and he got a loyal fan base. So, with that being said, he wasn't really hating on Nas. He wasn't really hating on Nas. Personally, though, I don't think he been hating on Nas. But he a young nigga, man, so he just keeping it real from his perspective. Yo, what's up, man? Yes. Oh, shit, I done fumbled my shit. Yeah, it's been a while since I got on the live, man, so I had to get on the live real quick. Real quick. Talk with the people real quick. Glad to see you still out there. You a loyal supporter. I rock with you tough, man. Appreciate you to the max. For real. I appreciate you. Majorly. Straight up and down. But yeah, man, this shit with Nas and 21 Savage, man. 21 Savage a dope artist, you know. I saw Nas' brother got online and said 21 Savage is trash. I ain't rocking with none of his music. And a lot of old head niggas gonna feel that same opinion on as far as it goes with 21 Savage, because, you know, a lot of older cats looking for straight lyricists and they looking for a certain flow. But 21 Savage, man, he got dope lyrics, yo. Straight up and down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real with you. 21 Savage got dope lyrics, like, you know what I mean? And he ain't really like a mumble rapper, you know what I mean? He got a slower pace, but he be saying some shit a lot of times. He be saying some shit. But Nas like a legend, man. Nas a legend, icon, on the court and off the court. If we're gonna look at rappers like a basketball or a football or whatever the case, look at rap like a sport, Nas a legend. You know what I mean? Straight up and down. He one of my favorites too. You know what I mean? He one of my favorites, and I respect him for how long he stayed in the game. You know what I mean? How long he stayed in the game making music. You know what I mean? He had a wave when it was like straight Escobar season, when he was like big in the game. You know, he had a bigger moment in different times in his career, but he always kept the consistency with having dope music. And real talk, 21 Savage gonna want to be a Nas one of these days. You know what I mean? He gonna want to be like Nas or be Nas. You know what I mean? Because nobody can stop the clock, bro. And time is always ticking. Nobody can stop the clock. But I respect any OG, man, that get on the microphone and come with good shit. And I listened to the album. I checked out the King Disease album, man. The KD3. I checked it out, man. And it has some good production. Shout out to the producer that got on that joint, you know, Hit Boy, that produced the whole track, every track on that album. You know what I mean? That shit is fire, man. If you need to listen to it, you know what I mean? I know a lot of younger cats probably be like, they ain't listen to a Nas album in a minute, or they ain't never listen to a Nas album. But if you're gonna check out that album, or you a person that just want to hear that quick single, yo, check out the Nas song 30. The Nas song 30, you know what I mean? It's like the ESPN's joint, like 30 for 30. When they do the 30 for 30s, it's similar to them. You know what I mean? It sound more relevant to the sound that's out right now. And he got a couple of drill beats on it too. couple of drill beats. He got like two drill beats on there. We come with his flow on a drill beat. So I respect that, man. I respect the OG staying in the game, keeping it funky, man. Cause Nas' first album came out, shit, when I was a little boy, like in 1994, man. The Illmatic, and that shit been a classic, bro. That shit been a classic, like from start to finish, classic. And you know what I mean, he went to battle with Hove. You know what I mean, he battled Jay-Z and then kept his career going. You know what I mean? He kind of got he ethered Jay-Z. That's what everybody say. But I still think the Takeover was a stronger record. But that ether just something about the way Nas came. So I think he got the win. You know what I mean? Nas a legend, bro. Full legend. Even back in when Tupac was alive and shit, he was relevant. You know what I mean? That's a long time to be relevant and in the game. So even the fact that they was even mentioning his name in the clubhouse and his shit still on the charts. He won a Grammy last year. The nigga relevant, bro. Straight up. Hell yeah, the movie Belly, that shit was epic too, man. The movie Belly, that was like the shit when I was like, yo, I'm fucking with him, you know what I mean? But X was like the stand out on Belly, you know what I mean? It could never be another X. But Nas' character in that shit, I used to like Nas' character in that damn in Belly, yo. He played that shit. And they had parts of his real life in that shit. You know what I mean? If you had heard the Illmatic album, when you watch that movie, you go back to the Illmatic album. If you ain't never heard that shit, you will see that part in the movie when he in the park with the young kid smoking the blunt and the dude killed somebody and said, he trying to lay low, you know what I mean? That shit is legendary, bro. That Nas song One Love is about that same conversation. So that's Nas real life, you know what I mean? That's Nas real life. They just Hype Williams put that shit in the movie and the story. They added it in. And Nas from Queensbridge, one of the biggest projects in the world. And you know what I mean? The nigga just kept it for real, man. And definitely rest in peace to DMX, yo. DMX, legend, bro. Like at that time, DMX was going hard, yo. You know what I mean? I wish he could have made another album right now in this era, you know what I mean, before he had passed away, you know what I mean? Because he kind of, if you want to say somebody wasn't relevant musically at the moment, like when X came back out, he was gone for a minute in the music, so he had to build that buzz back up. An artist like Nas been doing shit consistently, just like Hove, so they ain't really got to build a buzz back up. But DMX, man, I wish I could have got another album from him, man. A new school album on some drill shit. You know what I mean? Straight up and down on some drill shit. I think X would have went hard. And still do his lyrical shit on some sample shit, some soul shit, some Harry Fraud, you know what I mean? Some currency type vibes, you know. It would have been dope. But back to the subject at hand, man. Nas and 21 Savage. And 21 Savage got some classics too, believe it or not, man. In this era, man, 21 Savage definitely got, I would say, that one album he dropped, probably like, I can't remember the year it was exactly, but it ain't been that long ago. You know what I mean? Like, probably, well, it's been a long time, about 5, 6 years or whatever. But that shit was banging, bro. And that shit was a classic. 21 Savage had niggas jamming to his ad libs. Nigga ain't got to know the whole song. They just be got that shit played. They be like 21, 21, 21. You know what I mean? That nigga 21 Savage, that nigga damn, that nigga hard, Joe. I gotta give it to him for, you know what I mean? He come up with good shit, you know what I mean? And then that song, like he always blend well with good artists that got good lyrics. Like the shit he did with J. Cole was major. The shit he did with Drake, the album with Drake, man, that shit just came out. That shit like it's gonna be a classic, I think. You know what I mean? I ain't listen to the whole thing every single track, but the first 8 joints I listened to, man, they all fire. So straight up and down. 21 Savage and Drake shit is hitting right now, man. And Nas King Disease, that shit hitting. You know what I mean? Both of them shits hitting, bro. So I think both of them relevant. You know what I mean? 21 Savage got his fan base. Nas got his fan base, you know what I mean? And they both gonna have people that fuck with both of them. Just like me, like, I done streamed both of the albums, you know what I mean? I ain't sit with them both, like, fully to give you the full breakdown, full analysis of what I think, you know what I mean? But Both of them got at least 7 or 8 songs I'm gonna play more than once, play more than twice, and eventually add to my playlist. And that's good for an album. 7 or 8, both of them, both albums. That mean they make good music. Period. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just keeping it real on that. So, I don't think 21 Savage was hating. 21 Savage wasn't hating, and 21 Savage ain't trash like Nas' brother saying. And Nas is a legend, an icon, major. You know what I mean? Since 1994 to 2022, the nigga, shit, that nigga been making records almost like as long as 21 Savage been alive, yo. Real talk. Like, it's crazy and shit. And this shit still bumps. And this shit still go hard. So, can't put no age on no hip hop or no time on no hip hop, man. If the shit hard, niggas gonna fuck with it. That's all to it. If it's hard, people gonna fuck with it. If it's good music, the girls gonna like it. You know what I mean? The hard dudes gonna like it. The regular people gonna like it. People just gonna enjoy it. You know, it's about a vibe. You know what I mean? It ain't about what you are. You know what I mean? It ain't about who you are. Sometimes it's about where you at. Straight up and down. So I just wanted to get on live real quick, man. Chop it up with y'all, man. I ain't gonna stay on here too long. I might come back and do some shit later on, but I just wanted to touch on 21 Savage and Nas, yo. They both ain't they both relevant. Both of them got poppin' music. They both got their own fan bases. They got their own networks, and they both damn bosses, kings, real niggas, good lyricists, good music. Simple and plain. So I suggest y'all go out there and check out both of them, man. Go check out both of them albums. Straight up and down. You ain't gonna be disappointed. I can tell you that. And I'm gonna get with y'all on the next one. Peace and love.